Steph is back to yap about into the essence of friendship, exploring its highs and lows, the laughter and the lessons, the comfort and the challenges.
Hey guys, I'm Steph. If you're new here, welcome to Raw Reflections with Steph, where we just do any and everything, y'all. We talk about crime, we yap, we doing all types of things over here because why? This is our personal space. But today's episode, I want to talk about friendships. I don't know if you're on TikTok. If you are, follow me over there before it might get banned. I don't know, child, what they doing over there. But I keep seeing this main theme. People talking about friendships. Then I see Michelle Obama's podcast and they were talking about friendships.
I am not a check-in every day type of person. I'm a very much, when I'm here, it's all about you. But I don't check in as often as I should with friends. And I've been told that in the past and I've adjusted, but you just have to tell me, but it's not a natural instinct. And so
talking about being a considerate friend, how Issa Rae is saying that she might not be a considerate friend. There's just a lot of combo story times. So I said, you know what? Let's yap away about friendships on our own personal YouTube. Things first, I want to say friendships are beautiful. You will outgrow people and you will continue to blossom in your friendships. But I think people have this misconception about friendships. And I think because I've been through some that did not work out, there is no beef. I actually have no beef with a soul. I wish any friend that I am no longer friends with much success because why? You were my friend. I genuinely cared about you. I think people lie to themselves in friendships. And that's what really made me want to talk about this. I recently seen a video of Alexis Rebecca. If y'all follow her on YouTube, then you know who I'm talking about, where she was talking about one of her friends. And the topic was around high maintenance and low maintenance friendships. My first thing about friendships is we have to be honest about what we require. Meaning, if you are a high maintenance friend, you need to be very honest about what you are seeking in your friendships because not everyone is high maintenance. I think there is beauty in friend groups when it's very diverse. Like, you just have to be honest and communicate about what you require in your friendships and also have a healthy boundary because a lot of you, from what I've witnessed and I hear, is you want people to constantly talk to you, right? But then you get upset when some people are just not available. And that's not fair. So you have to be very honest about what you are seeking in your friendships and be realistic because not everybody has the same boundaries as you. And once you realize that, life gets a little bit easier. And once you realize that, hey, your low maintenance friend may not want to talk every day. She might want to just see you face to face, like maybe come over her house. But it's all about being a friend first and communicate. And that leads me into the second thing, right? Accountability. You cannot want people to be held to a standard that you do not even give yourself. You want people to meet you here, but you are not even meeting yourself there. And you want people to show up and do X, Y, and Z, but you're not even doing any of those things. And then you get upset at your friends because they're not showing up for you. No, don't work like that. Goes back to number one. We have to be very honest about what we require, because if you are wanting people to show up and you are not doing any of the showing up, you cannot sit there to fit your tongue and do a damn story time. I'm so sorry, because a lot of you are very selfish. Y'all don't hear yourselves when you talk. And maybe you don't have friends that tell you you're wrong. I'm going to tell you you're wrong. That's about being accountable. Not only am I going to hold Steph to a standard of being honest and truthful, I'm going to tell my friend that you did wrong, okay? And you may not like it, but guess what? That's not friendship. If you want yes men around you, I'm not the friend for you, because I'm going to tell you when you're wrong. Number 3, understand people have a season with you. I said this before on my TikTok, and I tell any of my friends this when they might divert from a friendship. Hell, when I diverted from a friendship, people have a season in your life. Sometimes people are not in alignment with you and who you're trying to be, the version of you that you are seeking, right? You ask God for these things, right? And then he might put people, places, or things into your path, right? But then you get upset and say, oh, this girl is not my friend no more because she doing this, she doing that. She held her time for you. She completed her task. And there is no beef. You just have to let people do them. That's one thing life has taught me in my friendships. Allow people to show up and be who they are, right? Somebody that you met in chapter 5 may not be there in chapter 10. But guess what? They may spin the block, even if there's not any beef or he or she did anything that's like really bad. They might come back in chapter 15. Why? Because that's just how God works. He wants to put people in your path, say, hey, you know what? Let me help Steph out right here because it's going to get her to chapter 6 and 7. But you know what? I'm going to hold that person back and remove them from chapter 8. But you know what? I might spin the bin and put them back in chapter 10. That's just how God works, baby. That's why you have to treat everyone with kindness. I'm not talking about the friendships that do nasty things to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about friends where you know what I'm talking, where it's no beef, but it fizzles out. And it leads me to the next thing. Be open to new connections. Just because a friendship did not work out for you does not mean you cannot meet new connections. Everybody don't have to be your friend. Some people are just associates. Some people are, like I said, they are a person that is going to get you to the next level. Why? Because some people in your friend group may not have the expertise to get you to where you're trying to go. And if your friends get upset that you're meeting new connections, that's not friendship. No, none of your friends should be jealous about anything, because are you helping me? Are you motivating me? Are you trying to align with me? If the answer is no, then you cannot be upset that I'm trying to meet new connections, because sometimes your friends don't have that expertise to get you where you're trying to go. So you have to be open to the new connections so that way God can allow these people to work. Like I said, it goes back to the last thing. Everybody won't be in the next chapter, but then God is going to put the new pieces into play, and they might be in that chapter, and who knows how long they'll be in that chapter. But you have to be open to the new connections. Just because a friendship failed does not mean you're a terrible person. Baby, we all do things. Let's talk about grace. Another thing in friendships. This goes along with accountability, right? But I hear the word grace a lot. You have to give people grace, right? And it goes into accountability. I want y'all to stop abusing that word so bad, because a lot of you do not practice the same things that you preach. And when we use grace, I want you to really make sure you're utilizing it correctly, because a lot of the times, like I said, y'all want people to do X, Y, and Z, and you are not doing it. You cannot want people to give you grace and you don't even extend the same grace to people. Imagine having such a hard freaking day and you can't do something, or you can't show up, right? I'm not talking about an important event. Maybe it's a get together. Maybe it's a outing to go out to lunch, and you can't make it. And your friend are upset that you can't make it. But yet they have done this time and time where they say, hey girl, I'm not gonna be able to come. And in this one instance, you always show up and they don't extend that same grace to you. I want you to stop utilizing that word if you don't do the same. Because a lot of y'all do not extend the grace that you want. And a lot of y'all abuse the word so bad, because if I see that word one more time, you got to give grace. And I'm looking like, do you even give grace yourself? But all in all, friendships should leave you feeling motivated, optimistic. It's about being vulnerable. It's about really building authentic relationships and wanting good people in your life. But also know that people serve a time limit. And it's also okay to meet new people. No matter if it goes wrong, you're still going to date. You're still going to be out here dating. And another thing, as it just dawned on me, is we have to really learn our friends, really learn them, right? Like, what are their love languages? Just like we do with our partner. What is your love language, right? Like I said before, in about high and low maintenance. Do you require words of affirmation, or are you an acts of service kind of person? But all in all, just be good friends. Tell people when they do things wrong. Don't be easily offended. Learn to take constructive criticism from your friends, because your real friends are going to want to see you win. they're going to want to see you reach new heights, and they don't care about a misunderstanding. Long as you are doing the work to show like, hey girl, I'm so sorry. And I know that what I did you may not have liked it, but I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. Show the action, right? And understand, I know some people feel like being a low maintenance friend is a cop out, but it's really not. Cause I'm going to tell you, I do not like to talk every day, meaning like if there's no substance. Like if you're talking about things, that's different. But if you're not talking about anything, because I hate small talk, and I think that's genuinely because I've been in an office setting for so long where people come and bug you about dumb shit, I don't like it. So it's like if the conversation has no substance, I'd rather be face to face. Like I can sit in quietness. That's just how I am, right? I'm not a loud person. I just like to have fun and try new experiences. But if my friend gets offended at say, hey, Steph, you don't reach out as much, I can say, okay, I can reach out a little bit more, but I also have to set a clear boundary. Look, I'm just not that person that wants to be on the phone every day. If you call me once a week, yeah, I will gladly be on the phone with you for like an hour. Like, I just want people to be realistic. Like I said, be realistic in your friendships and be honest and meet your friends in the middle, because just because you have boundaries, your friends also have boundaries, and you may not like their boundary, but you have to respect it. Just like if my friend says, hey, Steph, like I said, you don't reach out as much. Okay, I could do a little bit better with reaching out. But what I won't do is go against my boundary if I told you I don't like to talk every day. That's going against my own grain to make you happy. I can't make everybody happy. I got to make Steph happy. I can only add to your happiness. I cannot make you happy, especially if that's what you require. But again, let's have real honest conversations. Talk to your friends, tell them, communicate, show up for your friends. Stop making them feel less than. Stop making one friend be the planner in the group, the organizer. It takes a group effort to make friendships thrive. And one person, it should never fall on one person to make friendships thrive. It should be a group activity. If that's what it is, it takes two to tango. So learn to be open, honest, communicate effectively. Don't get easily defensive when your friend is telling you something. Plan get-togethers. It doesn't have to be expensive. You can come over someone's house. Like I always think about girlfriends when they come over each other's house. No, your friendships won't be ideal like that, but I think it's beautiful. I think it's so beautiful. Come over the house, let the kids play, and just have fun. Genuine conversation, fun. But yeah, let's just be better friends, y'all. It doesn't matter if you're not always considerate. Just be honest with that. Hold the accountability in the room, okay? Like I said, you cannot want people to do things if you don't do it yourself. Telling you just like I'm an on-time type of person, right? Say someone is not. You cannot want people to be on time if you are never on time. You get what I'm saying? Start with yourself. Ask God, what can I work on? I want to be better in this. And get together with your friends and be honest with them and say, hey, Steph, can you help me out with this? I know you a little bit good with being more productive, time management. Can you help me out? Utilize the friends that God has given you. That's why he has given you your connections, because he wants you to tap into something. Utilize that. I'm telling you, y'all sleeping on the connections that God has given y'all. Don't waste them friends. I'm telling you, because I'll be their friend. Hey, girl, you know how to do social media? Come help me out. You know how to do this? What? That's why I was so excited to try to get my goal meeting back going, because I want to be around like-minded individuals that motivate me, help me get to the next level, help me brainstorm, yap away, have fun. Life is to be lived, y'all. We already got enough going on with wig and them. So just be better friends, y'all. And if you have some other topics y'all want me to yap about, drop them down below, girl. Come on, let's get into it. Bye, guys.